there is free movement for you. You can stay anywhere in the part of the country, whether north, south, east, or west. This is what the president has said to the Fulani herdsmen. The president has debunked the statement made by some northern elders that the Fulanis should come back to their states. Bystanders at newsstands. I'm glad to meet you this morning. Are you glad to meet me? Let's check out what we have on today's newspaper review. The Nigeria Tribune newspaper with a very crucial information by the president himself. Very catchy one. Written boldly here. Buhari to Fulani elders. You can live in the south. Buhari to Fulani elders. You can live in the south. Okay, says all Nigerians free to move. Stay in any part of the country. Laments polarizing role of socio-political groups on security issues. NEF quit order reckless. Southern Middle Belt leaders. NEF quit order reckless, says Southern Middle Belt leaders. Suspected herdsmen kill naval warrant officer. Kidnap 17 in Edo. Suspected herdsmen kill naval warrant officer. Kidnap 17 in Edo State. Okay, let's move down to Bayelsa. Bayelsa gubernatorial election. Confusion within party may make PDP lose. Confusion within party may make PDP lose, says stakeholders. Okay, judiciary is corrupt, Mohammed admits, as Senate confirms him as substantive CJN. Judiciary is corrupt, Mohammed admits, as Senate confirms him as substantive CJN. On Fasonati's daughter, okay, you are playing to the gallery, APC tells Obasanjo Jonathan. You are playing to the gallery, APC tells Obasanjo Jonathan. Customs intercept ambulance carrying cartons of tramadol. Customs intercept ambulance carrying cartons of tramadol. Okay, presidential election. Tribunal summons INEC chairman Zamfara Rec. Tribunal summons INEC chairman Zamfara Residential Electoral Commission. Nigeria loses 580 billion naira to tax incentives annually. Okay, let's check out another story here. Edo Assembly kicks as reps ask IGP to shut complex. Edo Assembly kicks as reps ask IGP to shut complex. Tells governor to issue fresh proclamation within a week. Okay, on sports, Total Africa Cup of Nations Egypt 2019. Of course, you know, the Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated Tunisia 1-0 yesterday. Tunisians were beaten by the Super Eagles of Nigeria yesterday. Super Eagles players and officials celebrating the AFCON 2019 bronze medal won in Cairo, Egypt on Wednesday night. Nigeria defeated Tunisia 1-0 in the third place match. You can see the picture of the Super Eagles of Nigeria on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. All right, we've heard a lot from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Let's join our reviewers for more analysis. I'll be right back. The president telling the elders to stay where they are. Meanwhile, yesterday or 2 days ago, northern elders told them to come back to their states. Now, don't you think the president is kind of biased in his dealings?
We cannot really say the president is being biased, and at the same time we may say he's biased in the sense that a tree cannot make a forest. The man is having issue personally remember what the wife had been saying about him in the past. And he's a woman. Buhari has his own life to live. They cannot kill him because of this country issue. He would rather leave the position and remain in the country to take care of his children and his children's children, even if possible, unborn generation from his family. You understand? I don't want to be biased and I don't want to be sentimental because I'm a Yoruba man. Doesn't mean I should hate him. Even Bible hates it, that you should not hate anyone. But I can hate some of your characters and behaviors. And mind you, there are fundamental things that we should not forget. The external forces that you cannot predict, the external forces that you or nobody can overcome or can win. But that is the reason why you cannot fight the war all alone. Now, he's having challenges internally from his tribe, and the pressure is too much on him that he cannot come to the public and begin to tell the public that this is what they are telling me to do. It's uncalled for. Even me, as a person, I can't do it. Okay? So that's the reason why the man is trying to balance in it, maybe till 4 years. By the time he will hand over and leave, say you are on your own. So that's the reason why we cannot conclude that he's a little bit biased, but there is no how he will not be biased. You understand me? Because he's a northerner and is coming from that side, and those people, they want him to hatch those plans at all costs. So that's the challenge we are having. But we must be praying. Nigerians must be praying. And he needs to be very careful. Just like what I said in the last edition, that the country will not break apart on his head. People are not happy. Look at the educational sector. You could imagine at this time of the day that the JAMB cut-off mark can be 120. That is nonsense. How can you say 120? Those days, the way we study in order to score 350, it makes us to be more serious. But now, people are relaxing. The children are relaxing because it should be just 120. You understand me? And it's affecting the standard of the education. Of course, the product that will come out at the end of the day, that you produce at the end of the day, will not be the quality one you want, just because of the background, the foundation that they build it upon to gain admission to that school is so low and poor. Now coming to agricultural sector, why should it be only in the north? Why should the north be the only one that will spearhead the farming, producing food for the whole nation? No, it's not. It's uncalled for. Those days when we were small, Yoruba land used to be a very, they are very giant. They are giant in farming and very vibrant in farming. But it's no more there because all the subsidies that are supposed to be shared evenly, majority 70% is going elsewhere, 20% to the Yorubas, 10% to the Igbos. That one will not bring enough, enough development. It will not bring enough development, and there is no way you can get maximum produce, maximum output from the Yorubas. We have land. We have good land for farming, but now the farming system in the Yoruba land is being discouraged. And that is the reason why almost all the time we'll be relying on the northern pepper, northern onions, northern tomato, which is uncalled for. And we need to go back. They need to go back. There are ways and methods and strategies that the government can put in place to help so that all sectors, instead of this ruga of a thing, if people say they don't want the Fulani in the environment, you can't force them to. Yes, if I don't want it in my house, you cannot force me at all cost. Even if I'm working in your company as my boss, you are the one paying my salary, and you want to, visit me, you want to pay me a visit. If I say, oh God, I don't want you in my house, you cannot force yourself on me. It's uncalled for. So we need to respect each other. We have freedom of speech, but let me tell you, there is limitation to freedom. People say freedom of movement, freedom of this, freedom of that. It is not everything that is totally free. Of course, because we are not of the same tribe, and because of the crisis in the country, that one doesn't give us the leverage and the love. It's no more there again. So there is no way I can accommodate somebody that will overnight override and kill my people and run away and still go scot-free without being unpunished. So for that, for all this reason, we only need to be very, very careful. And the president, he needs to be careful. He needs to be focused on how he will develop the north, how we develop the south, the east, how we develop all those riverine, those all area where there is all spillages all over their water, all over their farm. They can't farm, they cannot fish again. How are we going to get maximum output at the end of the day? The production will be very poor. Of course, even the investors, the foreign investors, will not come to Nigeria just because of the crisis we have. And many investors will be leaving Nigerian soil to another place. And that is the reason why we need to be careful. We lack something which is love. And there is no way we can bring it back rather for us to do what? To unite, to come together. It is only when we come together, we unanimously united together with one love. Then we need to respect our interests, individual interests. If I go to the north, I need to respect the northerners. I know their culture and behavior, what they want. Then I don't go there as a Yoruba man to begin to misbehave and to violate their own law, their rules. Likewise, Yorubas, likewise the Igbos. Everybody has his own rule. Amalgamation did not say we should destroy ourselves. Amalgamation was purposely meant to develop each other. Then we should not now, because of the freedom and the grace we have gotten or the progress we have achieved from amalgamation, then we now begin to destroy others. No, that is not the way Nigeria can move forward. The only way Nigeria can move forward, look at the whole streets now. We have hundreds of thousands of youths moving up and down without doing anything. Baba Ijebu, all this Niger belt of a thing, is even making them to be more idle, more lazy. Some of them doesn't even think of going to school again. Because some of them, they can play 1,000 a day, they will just go and relax somewhere, expecting in the evening they are going to make some money. These are the things that is killing Nigerian generation of tomorrow. And that is the reason why the government needs to wake up. Instead of all this running up and down, animal or no animal aruga or no aruga, let's leave that one apart and develop the youth. Even in the north, the northern youth need to wake up. The northern youth need to wake up and fight for their right. Not to fight other tribes, but to fight for their right, even in their own land. Thank you.
With what is going on so far in this country, you cannot expect everybody to be everywhere, especially in the northern side, where we have a lot of killings. Nobody will be happy for himself to go there and just die like that. It's not a good thing. So the best thing for you to personal prevention first before any other thing. So you don't go to where you will endanger yourself and you will be killed like a goat. So the best thing for you to say is to stay where you will be safe. So you can live anywhere. You can tell people that you can stay anywhere and live and be safe. That one is a lie. It's a lie that comes from the pit. So that is all that.
Now, some days ago, the northern elders told the Fulani herdsmen to come back to their states. But the president has said that all the Fulani herdsmen should stay where they are, that every one of them have the right to move in any part of the country. There is free movement for anybody in Nigeria.
Well, as a Nigerian, you have freedom to move to anywhere you want to move to. But with the issue we have on the ground, it's so pathetic that the Fulanis, so to call, are killing a lot of people. You could see people go to farm, they couldn't come back home. They were killed along the way. You find that it is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. The government needs to look into this matter. The president should not close his eyes and feel that things are okay. Things are not okay with this country. Things are not okay. So he should look into the matter and know how to resolve it. We should look up to him because he's our president. I will continue to pray for him that he will succeed in this ministerial thing. So that is just what I want to tell the president. He should look into it and solve the problem. We know how to solve the problem. At least the Fulanis have been living since. We've been living together. I know when they normally come to our place, they come and collect water from us. And we take water, we wrap together, the cow will be in one place, and we play together. But this time around, we are enemies. What brings about that? Because they are destroying the farms. Some of the farms. And so you go to the market today now, things are very expensive. Because people cannot go to farm again. Even when I travel, I couldn't go to my village farm because I'm afraid, because I don't know what will happen there.
You're afraid of your lives?
Yes, my life. So important to me. So that is just the issue on the ground now. So the president should look into it. Should not close his eyes and say because it's a Fulani, they can be doing what they want to do. It's not a good thing. He should be a father, and a father indeed. A father of the nation. Yeah.
The president says they should stay where they are. Abi? If they are going to stay there, they should stop killing. But if they cannot stop killing, they should go back to where they are. It's as simple as that. You can't be killing somebody because of cattle. I can't kill my daughter or my son because of money or because I want to get rich. If the president says they should stay there, yes, it's right. He's the president. He's our father. We want peace. If they are going to stay there, let them stay and stop killing. But if they are not going to stop killing, they should go back home. In fact, I am one of those that say the North has enough resources to maintain their cattle. They have enough resources. They have land from Kaduna to Zaria. Go and see empty land there. I tour places from Kaduna to Zaria. See empty land there. From Zaria, from Kaduna to Ilorin. See empty land there. Is there not enough place for them to ruga or not to ruga? What is their problem? You can carry cow to Lagos, go on the street, carry your stick, paka. People will see you and quit. But if mistakenly your car rams to a vehicle and the vehicle is smashed, you take the owner of the vehicle can go to police station and report. But not for the ruga man or the man to carry knife and start to kill. Just like the farmers. The farmers are complaining, Malu will go into the farm and spoil something. And when they arrest one Malu, the next thing they will do is to carry cutlass, carry gun, carry AK-47. That's unfair now. That's unfair. You see, they value, Northerners value Malu than men, than human beings. And that's what they are saying. We didn't say you should not stay anywhere. Last time, the Northerners gave us ultimatum, the Southerners ultimatum to leave their region.
There have been speculations outside that the president is saying this because they are from strike.
I saw it in the paper. He said they have a illegal intention. That maybe after 31 days, they withdraw their Fulani herdsmen. They can now say, oh yeah, go. Yes, that's what we saw there. It's political. But the president, as a father, does not want anybody to say, I am the one who divided Nigeria. But that's what the Northerners want to do. When they say the Northerners Forum say they should come back home. When they all come back home, what they want to do now is, Oya, Igbo, Yoruba, South, go back to your place. No more. Then they seize all our properties we have there. That's what they want to do. But the president saw it as I am seeing it. Not as we are seeing, as I am seeing it. So it's unfair. It's unfair for the Northern Front to say they should go back home. What they should say is, if your cattle is in problem, that's going to places unwanted, stick am, carry stick, knock am, you go come back. That's what they will say. But now they say, yeah, if you touch my cattle I kill you, you shoot. It's unfair now. So that's it. That's my own opinion.
The style of this present administration, where a president decides to support a part of a region, even in his style of selecting his people, I think when you check the cabinet, you'll see that the North almost have the largest number of of the appointees. So actually, even when you see what they immediately he got into the power for second time, you hear of Ruga. I don't understand when Nigeria is in a critical situation. You are telling us to give a Fulani a certain larger land of land, or crossover of 774 local government. That means you want them to dominate and control Nigeria. But thank God to some brilliant people that still resist. That is why they are suspending it, and we will not stop until they eliminate it. Because when you say you suspend, you can still call back. But I'm seeking for the Nigerians to go to stand for their rights, because this present government cannot take us to anywhere, and we have been seeing what Nigerians is facing these days. Economy down totally, nothing is moving. We are in a danger point. We need to move, we need to react. We are going to fight for ourselves. Nobody will do that for us. If we fail, we'll stand against this government, because all the decision of this government is to hand over to Fulani people. They want us to serve under Fulani. That is just his aim. The aim and objective is to hand over Nigerians to Fulani nation, and we are not going to accept that.
Looking at these people, I won't call them a terrorist group because they've not been declared as a terrorist group. Quite all right, they are deadly. You could see the way they've been operating, or they've been striking. Now, do you think telling them to come back to the northern side is the solution?
Actually, that is not the best, because we don't have a active government. Because even the Boko Haram is not up to this extent before Jonathan called them, declared them as a terrorist group. People are dying daily basis. Check today, Fulani herdsmen killed. Yesterday they see strike, kill people in Edo Road, Pini Road, they still kill. They kill one soldier. I think maybe it's in the paper today. They kill people, and you still wasting Nigerians' life, and you don't even tell us that you have handle one of them. Maybe you have called them to justice. Nothing of such. We haven't one, and they are telling us we should give them land. They should allow them to operate. We should allow them in south, or less they should come back to the north. That means the government is not ready to secure us, to secure Nigerians. The government of the day is not ready to secure Nigeria. So that is why we are going to secure ourselves. And that means Nigeria is approaching to a war stage. And if this thing is not stopped, drastically we are approaching a war stage.
Yeah, well, if I want to, let me start like this. You see, we are all Nigerians. There's no nation can thrive without peace. Even the Bible makes us to understand. It emphasizes on a peace. Now, in the book of Joshua 21, verse 44, it said, the Lord give them rest all round about, all in the land of the east shore. The Lord give them peace. If Nigeria, we are talking about peace. As a Nigerian, you have right to live in any way. As far as I'm concerned, my personal opinion as a Nigerian, you have right to live any part of Nigeria. But the problem that we are facing right now in Nigeria is we should search for peace. How do we look for peace? How do we see peace? And if you ask me, I think it is right time for the president to come out openly. All the geopolitical zone in Nigeria, let the president continue talking to them. Personally, Igbo, Eastern people, call them all Nigerian. We have wound. There is a wound in everybody's body. If you ask Nigeria, if you ask Igbo, Igbo will tell you Yoruba are bad, Yoruba are not good. If you ask Yoruba, Yoruba will say Northerners are very wicked. So we should look inward to bring ourselves together and find a lasting solution for this. Because if you ask Igbo, Igbo will tell you say Yoruba are very trickish. If you ask Igbo, Hausa will say Igbo they are. So nobody know the one that is saying truth. We don't know, maybe it's Yoruba that is saying truth. We don't know that maybe it's Hausa that is saying truth. But my own opinion is to look for peace. Let the president call on to Igbo people to apologize for them for what happened in 1960, 1963 for what's it called, the Biafra War. Let the president apologize to them openly, and he has apologized to Yoruba by recognizing MKO Abiola. I think he has said to Yoruba, let him look inward and said to Igbo too, okay, we are sorry on behalf of Nigeria, on behalf of Nigeria Army, we are sorry, and let's look forward and find a peace. If we don't have peace, you see. Lastly, Lucky Dube make a statement, one of his songs. He said people are dying like a fly every day. He said you read about it and you know about it, but you never believe it. Not until he knock at your door, it is then you know that there is a problem in this country. Nigeria is not safe right now. Nigerians should look for peace. Nigerians should look for peace. Let us come together as a nation and ask ourselves, what is the way forward? What is our problem? What are we looking for? What do we stand for as a nation? So by so doing, when we are talking together, we will find a peace. Without peace, no nation can thrive. Thank you. Good morning.
Beautiful viewers, this is where we wrap it up on today's edition of your number one favorite online newspaper review program by Standards at Newsstands. Do join us next time as we bring you another fresh topic from Nigeria Dailies. Michael Adekunle is my name. I'm behind the camera, Latif Adebwale. In the studio, the editor, Michael Ojo. Till I join you on the same channel. Have a good day. Bye.